Yo, what's going on, y'all? What is happening? It is your main man, Coach Five, in the building, in the car, on his way, doing things. And of course, always repping the Knicks. You know how that goes. So, we in the building last night. Game starts. Holy crap. I love when we start like that. I love when we start like that. Y'all do too. 14-5 and all that, that was great. That was great. So, real quick, entertaining game. Couple of highlights I want to talk about real quick. Couple of stars. I'm gonna call it like that. Couple of stars. Mitchell Robinson. This was your game, brother. And if you can do what you did last night consistently, man, listen, that's a whole new alternative to this game. It's a whole new wrinkle. Now, granted, Porzingis didn't play, and you were abusing. Oh gosh, I forgot the list. Daniel Gafford, and of course our own Taj Gibson. And Taj was trying to get you a little physical, but he was really not having it. And that was very cool to see. Uh 20-12, man. If you could be a 20-10 guy out of nowhere, yo, that just changes the dimension of what we can do. The other thing that changed the dimension of what we can do, Jalen Brunson, 27 points. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily the points, it's the consistency at the rim. It's the fight, it's the extra play that he does. I mean, they said it all night, and it's just the reality. That dude knows how to play basketball. Period, point blank. Jalen Brunson knows where to be, knows how to play basketball. And then our all-star in the making, 19-12 for RJ Barrett. We should be smiling at that, because end of the day, I know it's preseason, but consistently he's put these numbers up pretty much every game, and the rebounding is coming, and he's been a lot more consistent with free throws, and he knows he has to be consistent with his free throws because he knows he gets to the line, and he knows he leaves a lot of points on the line. So I know, again, last preseason game of the year, and you saw a lot of good things. I want to talk really quickly about Emmanuel quickly because I was harsh on him for game 3 as deserved, but he was more efficient and it looked like he was forcing it a whole lot less and kind of just played within himself. And maybe some of that was the fact that D Rose was there, but I think a lot of that was just him realizing and going over the film and realizing he was a little extra in game 3. I mean, the bench as a whole, again, didn't play as well. We had the big lead and they kind of relinquished it, but then the starters came back in and we regained the lead. And that's always good to see, but at the same time, we really want that bench unit to kind of come together. And this is going to be the last I speak on it for a while because, you don't want to run anybody, under the bus and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, we got to keep Cam activated because in case of injuries and stuff, he's still long, he's still athletic, you know what I mean? But I've spent 4 preseason games, and other than, as Clyde said, she shows flashes. Other than that, there's really not much going on there. So flashes are great, but as my son Amir said to me earlier, the spark needs to become a flame. Flashes are a spark, but the spark needs to become a flame. So we need to see Cam flame on, but now he's got to do it in practice. He's got to show himself and continue to work on his game, because he can't get minutes right now because other guys are ahead of him, And again, Quentin Grimes had a rusty game last night, but his activity was there, and he's got to get himself into game shape because he missed the first 3 preseason games. But if you're gonna ask me who do I think is gonna round out in the form faster, of course it's Grimes. Reddish still doesn't know where he fits. Is he a 3 and D guy? Is he a slasher? I mean, I don't know. But hopefully he'll figure it out. But in the meantime, we got Grimes, we got McBride, we got Obi. Hartenstein, man, is going to be one hell of a piece for us. I'm very glad that they brought him in. He is so solid. And again, another high IQ guy. He just knows basketball. He knows where to be. He's good with passing. He knows how to be a passing big and can shoot. We do need to see that shot be a bit more consistent, though, especially that three. Because that'll definitely open things up for us, but he has to show it. We can't just sit there and assume that he's got it. We got to see it and see how wet it really is. But the Wizards tried to give us a run. They did. And I like that because it shows us, what we're actually capable of and things like that. So last night was a really good game for that. Again, it's preseason, so you don't want to take too much. Now, I will say this, when I get to the next Knicks Live, I'm going to give you my full breakdowns of where I think we're going to be this season, what I think of each individual player and the whole nine, so make sure y'all stay tuned to that later on today. And, the season starts on Wednesday, y'all. It goes live and everything counts after Wednesday. I know y'all excited. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a little different from what we saw last year and a little bit more of what we saw in the first year of the Big 15, but with a little bit more explosive firepower on offense. If we can keep our defense and just continue to add on to the offense, we will quietly be a very dangerous team in the East. And I'm looking forward to it, y'all. All right, this is your main man, Coach Fa, with a Knicks Minute for the last preseason game of the year against the Washington Wizards. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching as always. I appreciate it, babies.